Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Bantikow, where unusually we're starting at the pause screen. And there's a reason behind this. I'm just keeping something secret for a second. I'm gonna have to work a bit harder on this map now, because yesterday for me, soilmod was released. I'll put it into the map. I was going to record like a tutorial on how to install it, but oh my god, the instructions are so simple. I did it in about 5 minutes. I installed it in about 5 minutes, driving the slurry tanker around because I actually need to get some slurry for the seed production. We've run out of slurry, so we need to get some in there, and hopefully it'll go without a hitch. Oh, fingers crossed. I've run into a lamp post, or telephone post. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot more work on this map to get it running at full efficiency. And for some reason OBS doesn't like me today, which is always nice. That lag was OBS and not the game. So what I've done is I've installed, this is all off screen stuff that I did. I've installed soilmod on this map, and the next map we're going to use. I actually need to get the new version of the next map, because it was released after I downloaded and installed soilmod on the version I currently have. So I'll need to redo that. I'm not going to tell you what the next map is for this series. Soilmod is only going to be in the hardcore series, by the way. I'm not going to install it in the kind of more freeform one that I just do whatever the hell I want, because, well, soilmod is it's gonna take a lot of time to work around, I'll put it that way. So yeah, soilmod is installed. It is running more or less error free from what I can see. I'm not brilliant at reading logs, and especially looking for errors in soilmod, which was only released yesterday for me. But why is the game doing this? Oh, is that seriously all the slurry we have? No, there's more slurry than that there. I was outside of the trigger, that's what the problem was. That explains a lot. So I'm going to fill this tanker up and bring the... Stop wobbling. Bring the slurry over. As you can see, all the soil is the same at the moment. pH 6.8, which is neutral, 57% moisture, which you do have to watch it out for the moisture levels now. That's a new thing in soilmod 2.0. Nitrogen and NPK, can't remember my chemical symbols. NPK fertilization is in effect now. From what I can see, they've actually turned down the weed infestation and stuff, and the usage of nutrients. Why is OBS hating me today? Oh, it's because Firefox crashed, I think. I shouldn't have used I shouldn't have left Firefox on when while I'm recording. I checked for mods before I started, and there weren't any. Other than the update of the next map for this series, there weren't any worth really me getting. So yeah, I've checked this map, and I don't think it originally had the Grimme Textron mod installed in it, which if you follow soilmod, which I'm sure some of you do at least, or if you remember from 2013, you will remember that it does conflict with Grimme Textron. It also conflicts, as I've discovered, with just from looking at the support topic. I haven't actually gone through it properly, but it does conflict with night growth because they have the same effect in slowing down the growth, slowing down growth times, because soilmod calculates at I think midnight or just afterwards, what the growth stages are going to be and what's going on with the soil. So that's going to be an interesting one to work with. The more interesting thing now is going to be that I am going to have to spray all the fields on a near constant basis to prevent weeds. And if I get weeds, that means I'm going to get less harvest. You know, less crops in from the harvest. The only reason I noticed this thing was out of manure was I actually went around and checked it. Or out of solid or liquid manure was I went around and checked if everything was running properly before I started recording. Because I didn't actually test this with soil mod, and it does work. I just need to refill the liquid manure, if it will let me. I'm not close enough to the trigger. There we go. So it looks like we're not going to get an awful lot of seeds out of this. We're only at 22%. We've run out of seeds that we can, or grain that we can use, because we sold everything. So what I'm going to have to do is try and get this thing to run at 100% efficiency at all times. So I'm actually going to be keeping all of the wheat from... No, it's not wheat next harvest, it's canola, which is going to be an expensive loss. I'm going to keep as much of that as I can. And OBS, stop screwing up. OBS just does not like me today. I'm going to keep all the canola I can, which is going to be... I'm going to keep all of it until the wheat harvest, and hopefully then we won't have any issue. I think there is actually a point where I can buy seeds, and I am going to let me think, what do I need to do? I need to rent something. I need to rent. There's going to be a couple episodes in a row where I'm doing this. I need to rent this thing for... I'm going to go for 3 hours. Just for safety's sake. I over-rented the baler by about an hour. It's just because I wanted to be sure that it would work properly and I'd have enough time. So we're actually going to head off in the T6 and collect it. Now, I have it written down somewhere how many bales we got. Because I wanted to figure out how many bales we get out of the field. They're out of the meadows. And we have... out of Meadow 1 we got 37 grass bales. Meadow 2 gave us 69 grass, which is 106 grass bales. That one vehicle has stopped. I'm wondering if I've caused a problem somewhere. And Meadow 3 gave us 60 hay bales, so we're good for grass and hay now for quite a while. And OBS? Oh my god, OBS. I fixed the lag in the game and now OBS decides to bring some in. This is wonderful. I'm gonna have to look at OBS and see what the hell's going wrong. I wonder... I'm recording this rather advisedly on April Fool's Day, so I'm wondering if that's actually OBS's April Fool's joke, is that it runs terribly. I doubt it, but could be a thing. So yeah, I hope, by the way, seeing as I'm recording this April Fool's Day, and I know what YouTube's April Fool's joke is now, hope some of you derudized my video that came out on April Fool's Day. I haven't watched any videos on Desktop Player yet today, but I'll probably derudize one or two of them. And for those of you on mobile, OBS isn't screwing up. For those of you on mobile who don't understand this, or those of you who just don't understand the joke, it's actually a joke that came from League of Legends Twitch streams. Because they got the license to play Darude Sandstorm, so they did it in This is, what is it, WCS or something? Whatever. Oh my god, now the game stopped. There we go. Kind of. There we go. Yeah, the League of Legends got the license to play Darude Sandstorm, and literally every time they could, Darude Sandstorm was played, so it became a running joke on Twitch that whatever song was anything is Darude Sandstorm. That carried over to YouTube, and now YouTube itself has decided to put Darude Sandstorm in literally every video, if you really wanted to. So, I'm going to do this. The reason I'm using the bale wrapper for silage, by the way, is just because it's a bit easier. I could, and I probably will in the future, courseplay up some roots for silage. These meadows are reasonably shaped and sized so that I can courseplay things. Well, the collection tractors anyway. And I will be course-playing the collection, if I can, because these fields are a bit oddly shaped. And there are some collidable objects around the edges. I'm going to course-play if I can. Oh my god. Soilmod calculates it. Why has that happened? I've got plant growth turned off. Oh no. This is a problem. Number one, the game stopped. Number two, Soilmod's after calculating the growth, which means it's going to do it every 12 hours or so. So, I was going to do some work on fields 5, 18 and 21 to get them prepared for another seeding, but that's not going to happen. And now I'm in trouble. Now I'm really in trouble. It's gone a growth stage. I really hope this isn't a bug. And I really, really hope this doesn't happen again before I can get around to harvesting. But I'm gonna have to. I have to do all the bale wrapping now because I got the wrapper rented. Oh dear. You know, getting soil mod is a good idea if you want a challenge, but oh my god, that is an issue. That is a really big issue. If the canola wilts and dies, it's not the end of the world, but it's gonna be a really quite a big problem. Also, I need to fertilize the grass. I just realized to get it up to 100%. Oh dear. Immediately things have gone wrong. Wow. I was expecting soil mod to cause me some problems because I'm terrible with soil mod. Wasn't expecting soil mod to immediately start working and calculate. I hope it doesn't do it on the hour every hour, because despite me having, and I'll show you again, plant growth is turned off, so that shouldn't have happened. Oh, OBS decided to jam at that exact moment. There it goes. Plant growth turned off, so that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, that's genuinely an issue. That is a pretty big problem. Part of me hopes it does one stage a day, because I think I'll have a couple of days to play with the canola. It's quite late in the day as well. I'm gonna have to do some nighttime harvesting for this one. The game's jammed again. Wonderful. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. I genuinely don't know what's happening. I can't bring up the log. Can I bring up? I can bring up the log now. What's going on? It's for day hour 2 of 13 or 2:13. Error running low method mouse event. Cinema cross cycle start. I wonder, and that's something I'll check after this episode. I wonder if I can edit some of the soil mod constraints so that it does one growth stage every 2 days, because that would be kind of the best case scenario for this map. That's what I was kind of hoping when I altered ninth growth, was that there'd be one growth stage every 2 days, so that I could get all the work I needed to do done. And if it's one growth stage a day, I will have to just stop up everything once I got this wrapping done, because the silage will take a couple of days to mature anyway. Oh, this is far from ideal. OBS is just being an ass. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game very quickly and sort out the OBS issue, because I can. I think I know what the root cause of that is. And that should be the root cause fixed. What I did there was I just closed Firefox. I've got... Ooh. What's going on? Plugin container for Firefox has stopped working. Thank you for telling me this and closing the game down. Okay, so I think I've got the CPU usage fixed, because Firefox can be a bit of a derp sometimes. Whoops. I do like the canola texture on this map, which I just realised that it's really nice. Looks like there's no weed infestation on the canola field, which is quite good. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to explain soil mod very quickly. What it does is it introduces the aspect of soil management to the game now. Default farm sim, you just fertilise. That's all you need to do in the base game. Now with soil mod introduced, it's soil... what is it, the official name? Soil management and growth control. And what soil mod does, and I can use some of the aspects to my advantage, some of the negative connotations of soil mod to my advantage. What it does is it means you have to manage, as you can see, the soil pH, which is rising slowly. Rising? Why is it rising? You have to manage the soil pH and the moisture level every sunny day. It takes away one moisture level, which is a few percent. You can see it went from 57% down to 43% through the growth calculations. It takes away one of each of the nutrient levels, which means that the nitrogen is now times 3, and phosphorus and potassium are down to times 1. I think P is phosphorus. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I know K is potassium. Stop it. Stop game, please. I think I may have done something wrong. No, it's just the game being derpy. I have noticed, and I haven't tested this on a lot of maps. Only the one map where I actually did a trial harvest. And I should mention, the advantage of soil mod is because the nutrients are all good in the canola field. I'll just walk in here. It gives you a 10 by 10 radius. The nutrients are good here, times 3 and times 1 with decent moisture. I'm gonna get a full harvest. What on earth is going on here? Oh, that's the tramlines thing. I'm gonna get a full harvest, full yield, so I don't need to fertilize. But what I do need to do is make sure the soil is at a good condition. I need it to be neutral. I need the moisture level to be quite high at all times, and I'm gonna have to get to do that. I'm going to have to get a sprayer and spray herbicide and water because the sprayers can now handle water, just spraying water for irrigation purposes. I could if I wanted to, and this is something that I might do once we move into cows. What I could do is intentionally lower the pH of the field by spreading slurry. That does lower the pH, especially if it's cultivated in or ploughed in. Now I'm going to probably plough it in, get the biggest slurry spreader I can, plough it under, and the pH will be lower, but the moisture level will go up. What I can do then is I can spread lime on the fields, which is going to raise the pH. And again, I can plough that under or cultivate it under, and depending on which one I opt for, it will have different effects. So that's going to be... It's just made the series probably about 200% more complicated than it already was. So yeah, I think I have no idea how I'm going to handle all this, because this is more than mildly problematic, I'm going to admit. Oh dear. Can you tell I wasn't expecting that to happen at all? I'm just kind of glad that I in a way, that I'm wrapping the bales now, so that if it does rain, which is bizarrely what I want is for it to rain, I'm going to have to move the hay bale. I can wrap the hay bales. Because I've got bale extension, I can wrap the hay bales, and that'll actually protect them from the weather. So if I've got time left over on the wrapper, because the wrapping is probably the slower of the two things I can do with the bales, if I've got time left over on the wrapper, I can go over to the field of hay, Meadow 3, and I can actually just wrap all of the hay bales. Now, what I'm going to be doing in the next episode, because I know I'm running over time as usual, I'm going to continue wrapping the grass bales for silage, and trying to figure out what on earth to do with the canola, because I didn't plan for this at all. Actually, what I'm going to do is, because I can with the wrapper, I'm going to dump this bale onto the grass, grab the next one and move that onto the grass, because it'd be easier to spot and pick up from there. Hopefully it doesn't tip over fully. Well done. So the lock on the T6 is good. The reason I'm using the T6 instead of the Fendt loves taking all of the fuel ever. It just drinks fuel like it's going out of fashion, which it kind of is. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Bantikow. Now with soil mod and more headaches for me. I genuinely do. I am actually developing a headache. Wonderful. So yeah, next time we'll continue wrapping bales, and I'll continue wondering what on earth I'm to do, because I need to get, number one, I need to get these fields fertilized, I believe. Oh no, it's still reasonably good with nutrients. Definitely need to get them sprayed with pesticide, herbicide, to prevent weeds, and probably get it cultivated. So I might start using horseplay for some of these tasks, especially cultivation, where it's just dragging something around. Horseplay is very good at that. I'll have to set a bit of a bizarre course, a bit of a tight course for it, because I'll be needing headlands, and horseplay isn't very good at that. So yeah. In any case, until I see you again, where I'll still have the soil mod induced headache. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and goodbye.